Hey everybody, what's up? What's good? This is Stevie's Tarot. I'm Stevie or Stephanie. I'll be your guide. First off, we're going to do a freeing the mind tarot. So, this is for the collective and for anybody that needs to hear this. We're going to ask Spirit, is this for the collective? Do they need to hear the freeing the mind tarot spread? Ask the pendulum. That's a strong yes. Across is yes, up and down is no. There's rephrase, maybe, try again, will not answer. It took me a long time to pick out this spread. And thank you, confirmation again from Spirit. I just wanted to show you that even picking out the spread that I'm going to use, that I use my intuitive gifts. I hope that they help you in some way. Please come in and join me. Hit that like and subscribe button. Maybe you'll hear something here that will make your day, your life better. I hope so. Entertainment purposes only. The first card out is what is currently holding you down. What's currently holding you down, collective? Spirit saying to me, besides the obvious, if you live in the U.S., what's currently holding you down? Judgment. Wow. Is it? Why is it holding you down? Let's see. Okay. It really is, because that's confirmation. I use that as confirmation. This judgment shows against a backdrop of snowy mountains, an angel blowing a giant trumpet with a flag flying above, and a group of sallow-faced, resurrected people, men, women, and children, standing with open arms and looking up with the angel in awe. This card represents resurrection, healing, good luck, good news, renewed love, and reunion. Why? How is this? Okay. You go above and beyond in your career and build on your past efforts to achieve success. Emotionally, both parties are growing and emotionally stable. So there's a relationship that is not, both parties aren't growing and both parties aren't emotionally stable, right? That's what's holding us down. You're putting in the effort and you're going to achieve success, but emotionally, both parties aren't growing and they aren't stable. Not everyone is resurrected. This is what's currently holding you down. Why is this holding us down? I'm part of the collective. Why is this holding us down? Why, Spirit? This is like someone, above others, wanting control over you. I mean, even this picture, it just doesn't even look equal, does it? It looks like one over the masses. This is what's holding you down. Why? Why, Spirit? Why, Spirit? Why is this holding us down? The sun. That flew right to... That flew into the book into... Oh, that's so crazy. Almost into it. Why is it holding us down? Because this is how we're feeling on the inside. The sun shows the son of life riding on a white horse and holding a red flag representing renewed blood, while the smiling sun shines on him with sunflowers behind him. This card represents new life, full of life and energy. This is like old dead energy, like begging for, you know, they're like resurrect, but they're begging for their life from one having control. No. Why is this? Because this is how this card represents new life, full of life and energy. There will be noble people to help you in your career. There will be better development opportunities, emotional stability and happiness. Why is this holding you down? Oh, goodness. The masses are being held down, but not you. You're the son of life, riding a white horse. Saint Michael come through, holding representing renewed blood, while the smiling sun shines on you with sunflowers behind you. You are not going to be a part of this. They're holding you down because this is your energy. This is what they want. This is the energy that they want for the masses. This is your energy. Your energy is undeniable. It's been that way since you were a child. This is why. This is why they want to hold you down. Confirmation, my cat just meowed. That's why they want to hold you down. You knew you were different as a child, and they told you so. You were special, different. They even said you don't even know it. Confirmation, my cat meowed again. You are. You feel it in your solar plexus. It's not delusional. It's not. Your mentee is good. This is true. True value. How can you free yourself from being held down? How can we free ourselves from being held down? Spirit, how can we free ourselves from being held down? Take it. As above, so below. We have everything that we need in front of us. Every tool. We have it all. And it is as above, so below. That's how we can free ourselves from being held down, is the Magician. Like, I know the Magician is the first trump card in the tarot. Let me repeat that. This is how you can free yourself from being held down. The Magician is the first trump card in the tarot. The Magician's right hand points up to the sky, and the other points down to the earth, referring to the spiritual and material realms, respectively. respectively. Excuse me so much. On the table in front of him stood a cup, a sword, a wand, and pentacles, representing the four instruments of minor arcana. Magicians can adjust them however they want. The magician, the object of mystical study, is interpreted as power, potential, and the unity of the physical and spiritual worlds. How can you free yourself from being held down? Use your power and your potential. You're uniting the physical and the spiritual worlds. You have this energy since you were a child. You knew it. Now it's time to use it. As above, so below. Recognize the magic. Don't, even as an adult, every single day when I go out and I do a prayer spell of protection around my door, and as above, so below, recognizing the magic in this world. Do you? Recognize it. You have everything that you need in front of you. You really do. I really do. We really do. They may be in judgment, but we're the magician with the sun energy. A new way that you can expand your mind. How can we expand our mind, Spirit? Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Are gifts coming from God, Spirit? Represents sufficient. This is a new way that you can expand your mind. Having sufficient wealth, guarantee plan. Emotionally represents a stable and an enjoyable relationship. We keep coming back to that. Listen, how you have finally come to a place in your life that you have sufficient wealth. And when I say that, it's not that you don't want more. Of course, we should always want more and better for ourselves, I hope. Like, unless you have like an insane amount of money, which I don't know. But you have sufficient, right? You can pay your bills and feed yourself and give a little and so on and so forth, right? And also, emotionally, you're enjoying stable, you're enjoying, listen to that, stable relationships right now. Spirit has a hand in all of that, and that's how your mind is being freed. Your mind's being freed because you're not caught up worrying about how to make that money to cover those bills, or the problems in those emotionally unstable relationships. Your mind is being freed up to expand. How wonderful is that? Like, different levels. I can't tell you how much my life has changed in the past 6 years. Tremendously. Tremendously. If you knew, I was in a bad spot in a bad way, and I have completely turned my life around. And got out of an abusive relationship, dropped addiction. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Like, life is really, life is good. So, and I get to share my gifts with you all here on YouTube. How blessed am I? I work in home health. I work in hospice. I take care of our vets here in the United States that are on hospice. blessed to do that. Okay, so enough about me, sorry. An energy to release or incorporate to find peace and stillness. So what energy do we need to release or incorporate? Big boss energy. King of Pentacles. We need to incorporate the King of Pentacles energy. He is like, represents wealth, success, wisdom. People live happily in a prosperous life. This is how you find peace and stillness, is through your success and wisdom and wealth. And it's people, the masses, live a happy and prosperous life. It's not only you, but it's the masses that live that way. Yes, I see him. My cat joined me next. That's right. We live a prosperous life. That's how we find peace and stillness. We can't let this, don't ever let them steal your joy, your peace of mind. Right? Even during this reading, I take 1 minute and 30 seconds and pet my cat while he's here. Sammy, most wonderful cat in the world. How can you live your truth? How can the collective live their truth? He's what's on the, this page, him laying in the sun. Okay, how can you live your truth? Stay in gratitude. This is the Five of Pentacles. So how can you live your truth? Is stay out of financial trouble. Okay, how can you live your truth? Face together. Look, this Five of Pentacles, it represents financial difficulties, but it says that facing things together and they will eventually go away. So whatever is coming up, how can you live with your truth? Face what's going on with the world, face things together. Don't stay isolated. Get busy, get organized, resist. How can you get organized? How can you get involved in your community? If you're coming up, that's great. Like, enjoy that. Also, there are people that are struggling. So how can you get involved so that you can live your truth in abundance and help those that aren't? Because eventually this will get better. But we have to walk with those that are less fortunate. We can't ignore this and live in all our abundance. We have to get down and out with them and walk with those less fortunate. How are we going to walk with those less fortunate? That's how we will live our truth. Walk with the less fortunate. Walk with the less fortunate. Let's get an Akashic Records Oracle card. And we'll end this out. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Free to you. Helps me out tremendously. Shuffle this 3 times on camera. See what messages come out. Enjoy your abundance, but walk with those less fortunate. Message for the collective. Whoa. All right. Light energy. See it through. You don't always finish what you start and then talk badly to yourself because of it. Break the karmic pattern by seeing a project through to the end and then be proud of what you have accomplished. Miracles. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. Look out for good things right now. Very, very important. Bring balance. You're putting hold on, I'll lose these cards. You're putting too much energy into something, creating lack somewhere else. Take action now to correct the situation or risk further imbalance, which could lead to undesired results. Something's unbalanced and you know it. Fix it. Release judgment. Holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world and your path with clearer eyes. I really hope you found messages here. Thank you so much for joining me. Have the most blessed day.